I'm going to provide some instructions on how to help with the Denton, Texas project. We're attaching record hints from the 1930 and 1940 census to these families. These censuses are really great to start to connect people with more information about their family. And it also helps us make sure that everyone that lived in Denton, Texas between 1900 and 1940 is on the family tree. So as you attach those sources, we'll know that they're on the tree and we can focus our efforts on the families that we haven't found just yet. So let me show you how you can help with this. So I'll share my screen. So here is the Google Sheet. And so when you're in the Google Sheet, you can just click on a cell and hit Control down to go to the next open spot. And then you'll just type in your name. This is just a way of checking out the ones you're going to work on. And then what you can do is just click on the URL and it takes you right here into Source Linker. And this is the most important moment, is when you decide if the family on the left, which is a family in the census record, is the same as this family on the family tree. So you can hit details on both people, and this allows you to see some information about them. So notice here that this is a fantastic match. We have a lot of clues. You have an exact name match, including the middle initial. You can see the birthplace is the same. The birth year is the same. That won't always be the case. The birth year is often off by 1 year, and that's totally fine. You can see here we have Alice, and as her middle initial, she was using, so Salmon was her maiden name, Meadows is her married name. You can see that in 1920 they were living in Denton. So this is a fantastic match. So we would just hit compare, add, and attach, compare, add, and attach. Okay, at that point you can just close this window and put in a 1. Let me show you a cool trick, is you can actually highlight multiple URLs and then hit Alt Enter at the same time, and it'll open them all up. This is just makes it so that you don't have to wait for things to load. You can spend all your time making decisions. So let's take a look here. We have, you can look at the details again. You can see that this is a fantastic match. So we will connect those up. And the other nice thing is you can always look on a map to see if Grayson is near Denton. Because that can sometimes help you know that it's a match. Now here with John Mark, notice he's missing from the family tree, but he was born in 1926. We're not going to add him, so we'll just keep, we'll call this done. And then down here we have someone who is not related, though it looks like someone put in that they're a cousin. So we wouldn't really have a way to connect them with this family. Let's take a look at this one. This one's already done. So anytime you see it's all green, then you're good. You can just move on to the next one. And then here we have this, so you can see that's a good match. So we're going to match that. Okay, now here's where we have this daughter down here. So let's just do one thing. We're going to change Stella to become our focus person. And let's see, so Stella is here with her husband and has a daughter named Aura Meadows. So in this case, normally what would happen is we could open this up and move her into that spot. Now she's going to be a stepchild of Willis. That's still fine. So we could add her to the tree, though in this case, I'm going to kind of pass on doing that, but you're welcome to do that. Or if we could find Stella's husband when she was married to someone whose last name was Meadows, then we would know which family to put her with. But yeah, in this case, then, since I finished all 3 of those, I would just mark those as 1s. And then what I do is I pull this down just a little bit, and that allows me to close all those windows at once. And then I can just pull up the next set. And so again, take as long as you need on each family. Spend the time to decide if it's a match or not. Many of these will be very easy. And the other key thing is that once you know the whole family is a match, so I always make the decision based on the whole family, then you're okay dealing with things where this is a case where the birth year is off by 3 years. That can happen, but in the context of the fact that the rest of the family is good, then that's going to be just fine. So I would compare, add, attach, and then compare, add. Okay, so we're really grateful to have your help on this project. This is a really great way to involve beginners and other people who want to help with the Denton project, but also learn how to do family history, because the more you do family history on these projects, the better you'll be able to do family history when you go to work on your own ancestors. So we're super grateful to have your help.